Bonjour mes amis! Hi guys! One of the most exciting things to happen at an otherwise tame Watches and Wonders 2024 was the first participation of Nomos. Nomos, that fantastic brand from Glashütte on the eastern side of Germany. And they had something very colorful to present, celebrating 175 years of watchmaking in the Glashütte region. They came with their flagship watch, the Tangente in 38 millimeters, with the date, with 31 different colors, all limited to 175 pieces. So you could buy them online, and if they are sold out, you can try to reach out to one of their authorized dealers. 31 colors, and apparently the design studio, which is in Berlin, tested hundreds of them, have hundreds of different dial variations. Each watch has its own personality. So the one we're gonna have here with us is the pastel color. Pastel, let me show you a little preview. There you go, the pastel. Is it the color that I would necessarily choose? I'm not sure. Look at all these interesting colors, but sometimes it's good when the brand sends you something that you would not have chosen at first, and then you get to discover something new. So yeah, Nomos sent me this watch to review. Obviously very limited, so I have to send it back. So I'll try to keep everything nice and tidy. You don't just get the watch, which you will see in a second. You get a few pencils with different colors. You get a very cool, I'd love to keep this deck of cards with a reminder of the different colors and names. So I was talking about personality. Each watch gets a different name: lemon biscuit, peace, love, bubble go, pompadour. I'm curious about that one, pompadour. And today we're going to look at the pastel here. Mauve grün, pop orange. Yeah, that's the one I want. Pop orange. When you get one of these watches, you'll get a dedicated card with a little reminder of what we are celebrating, and the caliber picture here. You get some gloves. I don't want to damage these, so maybe I'll use my own gloves. And I'm not sure if this book comes or not with it, but there's a book with the whole collection. I really like the club. And one thing, so I have to say what I like about Nomos and why I like to do reviews for them is that first, they're always super nice people, and they like to collaborate with folks on the on YouTube, but I think they don't overdo it. Just like they don't overdo the new colors, they introduce little by little interesting colors in the club range, for example, but they stick to the model lines. My favorite here, the Autobahn, and this one I like as well, but they don't go crazy with revamping the watches. They stick to the model they have. They go very slow with the product cycle, so your watch is not outdated 2 years after you buy it. You buy your Nomos, it's a watch that is meant to wear for life. Quality movements, very accurate inside, and just obviously because of the styling, which is very form, following the function, Bauhaus style. These watches that are not going to go out of style. So the product cycle is not too quick here. We have the sport version. You have different shapes. I'm a big fan of the very affordable club, by the way. These, which get the most colorful dials, and here we get to the more serious ones, maybe. And they have always interesting innovations for the date displays, for example, and so on. So there you go, all the nice goodies. But let's finally get to the watch. 31 colors. So it's a wooden box, which is very nice, and it's not too big, so easy to store, and it's very, very beautiful. So it's something you can keep in your house. Little button here, warranty paper. So this is the real deal, and because there's only 175, eventually maybe this one will be sold to someone. So hopefully everyone who gets to review this watch will be careful. But I am gonna have to remove a bit of the plastics. Of course, the strap is made in France, very functional, let's say. For Nomos, it's a 19 millimeters, so it won't be easy to find replacements if you want to try something else. But I think this one looks good. It's going to be very comfortable. It's a very light watch, of course. So there you go. This is it. Let me give you a bit of natural light, and let's uncover the Nomos Tangente 38 date or datum in pastel color. So we have a coral color for the main dial. We have a pink on the chapter ring, and we have beige for the sunken-in subdial for the seconds, which are not running now, and you have a big date aperture. So let's power it. Oh my god, that feels good. Very smooth, nice click. So it's a manually wound model. There you go. And there's a few special things you're gonna get if you buy this watch. The first thing to note is it's actually cheaper. They wanted everyone to celebrate with them the anniversary, 175 years of watchmaking in Glashütte. So the display case back, which normally is an upcharge of 200 euros, is free of charge, and there is a discount compared to the main line of this model of 175 euros, bringing in the price in euro just under 2,000 euro, which is really nice for a watch. Completely Nomos with their own in-house caliber, and the dimension, of course, just under 38, under 7 millimeter of thickness. 6.8, I believe. So a very easy watch to wear. So what do you think about the pastel color? Maybe not my first choice, but let's put it right away on my wrist. It's almost the same color as me, actually. I'm a coral colored skinned person, and yeah, the pink is all the rage recently. So not too much of it. They haven't overdone it. So it's a watch that's very fresh. Certainly the summer is arriving. It's the hottest day so far in Hong Kong. It's boiling hot, and with this strap, that's the sort of watch that I would definitely wear. This is a watch you wear every day, not in the water though. As you can see, it wears really easy on my wrist. Yeah, not in the water, only 30 meters of water resistance, which should be enough to be caught in the rain. Even if somebody pushes you in the pool, you should be okay, but be careful, maybe. There you go, the simple case of Nomos. So the lugs, maybe not to everyone's taste, those types of lugs. It's I'd love to see actually one of these watches with a bit of a more rounded profile, some maybe gadroons going around, and more opulent lugs. But this is the style, and the style of the case and the lugs, which are perforated. It just goes with this dial. I don't like to call it simple, or maybe minimalist is a bit of a better word, but I think it's purposeful. I think that's the idea of the Bauhaus school of thinking. Let's wipe a bit the watch to give you the best possible impression. As far as I can tell, it's still brand new condition. What a nice watch for the summer and beyond, of course. So yes, you get the classic Nomos numerals, white date wheel. They didn't color code it. It would have been a lot of work and a lot of investment extra to color code it. So looking a bit on the website, the idea for this pastel color is to be reminiscent of powder, dried roses, and the thread used in haute couture atelier, a delicate watch that can be combined particularly well with vintage clothing or Japanese styles. I'm sorry, I'm not really into vintage clothing, although I've been dressing the same since I'm 18. So in a way, I guess for young people, I might look a bit vintage. What else? Sapphire crystal. I don't think there is air coating. As you can see, I'm trying to avoid the reflections here of my computer and from the outside. Stainless steel case. Sapphire crystal on the back, manually wound. Diameter is 37.5 for the Nomos Tangente 38, so just under 38, 6.8. Lug to lug is 47.7. So as you saw, my wrist, it just doesn't test the limit of my 17 centimeter wrist at all. And it is, yes, a splash proof. The hands are rhodium plated. The strap is textile woven and waterproof. And you have a limited edition engraving, 175 years. So it's quite nice, especially if you're a big fan of Glashütte watchmaking. And why would you not be a big fan of Nomos? You get something really special. And this one, by the way, is number 6. So if you're the person who maybe get a discount for pre-owned, pre-reviewed watch, and you get number 6, well, you know, it has been here in Hong Kong, and maybe it will end up, I don't know, in Germany, South America, Belgium, who knows? But let's take a better look at the beautiful DUW 4101 caliber. So yeah, Nomos by now they have, I think, in every line of watches except maybe one, I'm not sure anymore. They have an in-house movement. They make everything, and so very few brands can do that. And I really love the pace at which Nomos has developed, very organic and very organized. Of course, German style, you wouldn't expect less. And we've reviewed before Nomos on the channel. The movements just look beautiful, and you get something more special than when you get one of the, you know, well, generic movements from Switzerland. Yeah, you got beautiful Glashütte stripes. You see, very 3D the way they interact with the light here. Nice spiraling there on the barrel. Speaking of which, 42 hours of power reserve, so you might want to power it every day at the same time. It's really the best performance. Speaking of performance, what you get also with this special edition is chronometer grade adjustment. So expect extremely accurate watch. The movement itself is only 2.8 millimeters of height and 23 joules. So you see perlage at the bottom on the plate, on the base plate. You see shock absorber, blued screws, the different jewels there. There is some polishing on the screw sinks, well, the jewel sinks. Here are the screws. Really a movement that's very pleasant to wind, so no problem to grab this crown, wind it every day. So let's put it on the wrist, shall we? I have to say, with watches from Germany, you tend to find yourself at the very last hole of the strap right away. It's just okay for me, but you might need to punch a few more if you have a smaller wrist, which won't be a problem. But I think they also have this might be the larger strap. They have different sizes, so just ask your retailer or Nomos directly to get different size if you have a smaller wrist than my 17 centimeter wrist. As I said, doesn't test the limit of my wrist at all, and with the angled lugs, it even helps keeping the strap really nice and tight against the wrist. and taking a bit more distance. This is what it looks like. Really looks at home on my wrist. It's good to have the pink break from the skin color, because you could almost not see the watch, which is almost color coded to my skin. What do you think, guys? Of course, purpose of this video is to let the brand know a bit what you think about their watches. What else would you love to see? And yeah, let you discover the brand, the model, and this very special edition. And I'm sure some of you are going to be looking for a specific color that you've seen, and maybe it's sold out on the website, and you will have to contact different authorized dealers to try to find the one that suits you. And yeah, this watch puts me in a summertime mood. I guess if I had a gray version, maybe the Tiefseegrau or the Nachtgesang. I think the Nachtgesang, probably I would feel more of a wintry, in a wintry mood. But with this one, just makes me want to go out, enjoy your lunch by the beach here in Hong Kong. Man, it is so slim. So yeah, I like the movement. Really love the movement. Great to feels good to wind it. Yes, you'll have to wind it every day. These days, everybody wants to have a long power reserve. Personally, I prefer to have a watch that is very accurate, and usually you run into troubles if you have a longer power reserve, so it doesn't really bother me. But if you don't want to wind your watch every day, keep that in mind. You might be able to run it for 2 days with 42 hours of power reserve, but ultra slim. The case and lugs, it works in tandem with the dial. And of course, the Tangente has been the flagship for the brand. So I think people love this style. I'm more of a rounded, slightly more opulent type of case and lug design type of person myself, but I could totally see myself wear this, because yeah, it's a very different thing from what I have in my own collection. And what I like as well is participating in the journey of Nomos. For the reason I mentioned, I like the way and the pace at which they go their own way in the watch business, and they make their own movements, and they have their own style, and they don't try to copy someone else. And when you have a Nomos, when you see a Nomos, that it's a Nomos, which is not easy, right? Especially when you go for a fairly minimal type of style. I think a Nomos is immediately identifiable, and I love that strong personality. So yeah, guys, again, let the brand know what you think about the watch, and let us know which is your favorite color. Have you checked out all the different variations on the website of Nomos? I think it's a great way to very original way, very involved way to celebrate 175 years of watchmaking in Glashütte. They could have just on one model and make it a lot easier themselves, and they went for something a lot more complicated, a lot more original, that most brands would not think of doing or be able to do. And Nomos is at the point in their trajectory where they're able to propose something like this. So yeah, I like the watch. Obviously, it's my first impressions. I can't really keep it too long, and I don't want to risk damaging it, because this will be passed on. But look at this, just looks so clean, so cool. It's makes me feel very calm as well. I like this. So yeah, I want to thank the super kind people at Nomos for trusting me to review their watch, presenting it to you. And yeah, I will safely pack it back. And congratulations to whoever hopefully will be able to purchase this watch If you love this color, let me know in the comments, and I will pass it on to Nomos, and maybe you won't mind it having a little bit of my DNA on it. All right, bye bye guys, and happy anniversary to everyone involved in the making of watches in Glashütte. Bye bye.